How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a great day. Today we're going to be taking a look at some more Barbarian camp destructions. Two-shotting two separate Barbarian camps. So let's jump into the first one and take a look and see how I'm taking these out and how you can hopefully replicate them. So first thing I look for when I'm checking out a Barbarian camp is how can I increase the deployment zone to get closer to the back end of the base. So this is a centralized Barbarian camp, so I can see that if we destroy that one building on the left hand side, it opens up almost like 75% of the ring for deployment. So now we can just really focus on deploying one pack of balloons per air targeting defense. Then we have all of our graveyards in the core of the base, trying to definitely take out this rocket artillery, and then trying to damage some of the air bombs. A lot of times it's best to use the air version of the graveyard spam strategy to try and take out Barbarian camps, because anything with the ground usually has a really rough time since the Barbarian camp has so many ground targeting defenses. So I highly recommend using air, either the graveyard spam or a zap loon or zap fortress. I don't know how well the super dragons perform, but definitely recommend the rocket balloons. So here we're just opening up the deployment a little bit more. Ideally, in the first attack, you want to have taken out at least two of the splash targeting defenses. Typically there are 2 rocket artilleries and 3 air bombs. So if you take out 2 of them and you get around 35-40% of the base taken out, then you are in really good standings to take out the base the next hit. Ideally there is about under 7,000 points remaining as well, so we were only able to take out the 1 rocket artillery, but we can directly target the air bombs next to the district hall, and then we are able to take out the other rocket artillery on the approach to the air bombs. And with only 1 air bombs left, and with balloons circling the entire base, that air bombs cannot do a whole lot of damage, especially with the skeletons from the graveyard spell distracting it. So not too crazy of a base, pretty easy. Just finish up the cleanup here, and this will be a week in the future, but as you can see, we have over 250 bonus points, which is kind of crazy. I think with the latest update, I think they increased the bonus points you can get by, I think, triple. I think to differentiate some of the very, very top clans that are, are very, very close when competing with each other. So let's jump into the next one. Take a look at this base. So first off, we're always looking to see how can we get the deployment zone closer to the stuff we want to take out. So when we're looking at this base, it's almost a basic layout, but there's an interesting approach here. They have some high-level walls, which is interesting. So we're definitely going to want to take out these trash buildings, because that will open up the deployment, and then we need to wall break through one of these sections of the base. So that's where we've got the 2 barbarians and then the 3 rams. Going to be deploying our graveyards, one over the rocket artillery, of course, and then the other 2 over the air bombs. Air bombs and rocket artilleries, great targets for the graveyard spells. You can also target, Teslas if they're being shown, or air defenses. Usually you don't want to target rapid rockets or spear throwers. The rapid rockets can actually kill off a lot of the air skeletons before they get any value for tanking. And the spear throwers are very low value, so I'd always target the rocket artillery and the air bombs first if you can, if you think the padding will get there. So as you can see, we've busted through all of the walls, so the deployment zone is partially opened. We just need to take out this last army camp, and then the deployment zone really increases to the left-hand side of the base. So we can even directly target the air bombs, which is perfect. And then we can just try and sprinkle in the balloons around the base, try to directly target the air targeting defenses, like the spear throwers, the Teslas, the air defenses, and try to work our way into the base. Don't have too much left, and we only really took out the one air bomb, but we got 42% of the base taken out, and we got one of the air bombs. So this base didn't have the other rocket artillery. It's still under construction, I guess. Or no, they're not even level 5, so do not have it unlocked yet. So now it is just a matter of trying to push into the back end of the base. It's very, very good to attack from a different angle if you can, if the approach isn't too far off. So we can see that the deployment zone is relatively close, so that by time the speed boost diminishes, the balloons land on target. So once that air bombs goes down, you directly target the back end air defense. And now all we're worried about is this last air bombs. The balloons are slowly approaching, but we were able to hold on to a couple of packs of rocket balloons, so we can directly target them. It's always a good idea as well. Always try and hold on to an extra pack or two of balloons if you can, just in case the deployment zone gets opened up to a larger area, and you can actually sneak in one or two packs directly on top of air bombs or rocket artilleries. Sometimes even rapid rockets, like a pair of high-level rapid rockets on the back end can do some serious damage to your balloons. So always be on the lookout for that. But if all goes well, hopefully you can have similar results as these. And once you start two-shotting Barbarian cams, you can get a lot of points. Typically you can get around 30,000, well I should say between 27 and 33,000 depending on the level of the Barbarian camps. Depending if you're fighting, level 4 Barbarian camps or level 5, not maxed out or maxed out depending on their level. So that's where even with just a few balloons remaining, we got an extra 234 points. So hopefully this video is helpful. Hopefully you can start to strategically plan and pick apart some Barbarian camps with relative ease. You could go really in-depth and use some fancy stuff, but unless you want to spend, 20-30 minutes planning that and trying to perfect the deployments, I think it's a lot easier to use the graveyard spam strategy with the air variation. So if you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Helps me out a bunch. And there are a couple more videos on the screen if you want to keep on watching. Until next time, take care.